Advanced team, can you take off the banner now so we can see what's going on at your hall? Thank you. Advanced team, can you?
All right, thank you very much. God bless Nigeria. God bless the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. Very quickly, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of our special guests. We have the host at first. The host is the President, Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, Engineer Mansur Ahmed. Welcome, sir. Congratulations on today's very important celebration. Also seated with the President of MAN is our special guest and of course the host minister at this event. I'm deeply excited to introduce the Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Otumba Ni Adebayo. Thank you so very much for joining us, sir. Also seated, I have the pleasure of announcing the presence of the Chairman, House of Senate Committee on Industry, that's Senator Said Al-Kali. Also, we have the presence of the Minister, Federal Capital Territory. I'm just going to try, the mask is not helping me, but I'm just going to assume that I can see the faces of those seated. The Minister of Capital Territory, Alhaji Mohammed Musa Bello. Also, we have the presence of the Chairman, House of Rep Committee on Industry, that's Honorable Jalako Bash. And of course, we have the Director General of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, Mr. Shegun Ajayi Kadri MNI. Also, I'd like to welcome all of our branch chairmen present nationwide, the Vice President Lagos, who is here at the head office, the National Treasurer, Reverend Isaac Adeakwe, who is also present at the head office, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, our media partners. We really are excited to have you on this very important day. Without wasting much of our time, hopefully I get details of more people seated because the mask is really not helping me. Invite the President, Engineer Mansur Ahmed, to please give the opening remark at this very important event. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Obatayo. Our distinguished guest, and our indeed Honorable Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, our host, chief host, and indeed our governor, Honorable Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Alhaji Mohammed Musa Bello, the Senator, the Chairman of the Senate Committee on Industries, our members of council here present, Chief Uranus Igwe, and indeed Alhaji Ahmed Abdul Kader, Senator Ahmed Abdul Kader, other members of council here present, our distinguished guests, the Director General of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, on behalf of the National Council and members of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, it is my immense pleasure to welcome you all to this symbolic cake cutting ceremony. This event heralds a series of activities to celebrate our 50th anniversary. It is with deep appreciation that I acknowledge the presence of all our special guests. And I want to welcome the representative of the Honorable Minister of Finance. Is she here? You are welcome, ma'am. As a hybrid event, this cake cutting ceremony is holding simultaneously at our head office and here our liaison office in Abuja, as well as at our 14 branches across the country. The day, May 7th, will remain special to us. As an association, it marks the date of the incorporation of our association. It also marks the day Nigeria birthed a private sector-led advocacy body specifically for the manufacturing sector of our economy. From a humble beginning in 1971, MAN has evolved into an authentic voice of manufacturers in Nigeria, a credible platform for the private sector to formulate and articulate policy suggestions and recommendations that complement and indeed support government efforts in the overall interest of our economy. This could not have been possible without the long-standing commitment and immense support of our strategic partners, both local and international, but particularly without the support and encouragement of the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, especially through the Ministry of Industries, Trade and Investment. And indeed, the welcoming hostage of our Abuja office by the Ministry of Federal Capital Territory. Today, MAN's membership strength is over 2,500 active members. Indeed, the actual roll is over 3,000, but those that are active today are about 2,500, which comprises the multinationals, the large corporations, small and medium scale industries. These members are serviced through our 14 branches nationwide. We have 10 sectoral and 76 subsectoral groups, the Abuja Liaison Office and the National Head Office in Lagos. In West Africa, MAN has played significant role in fostering the collaboration amongst manufacturers and advancing the interest and recognition of the private sector across the region. We are currently mobilizing the various manufacturers associations in West Africa to revive the Federation of West African Manufacturers Association, FEWAMA, with the active support of ECOWAS. At the same time, in conjunction with the African Union, MAN is also leading the formation of the Pan-African Manufacturers Association, which I'm happy today was recently registered in Nigeria. As we celebrate and in response to the startup of the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, MAN is an active participant of a continental private sector movement to bring the African private sector under a single umbrella, the African Business Council, where we are delighted to say our president is the vice president of the council. As we celebrate our great strides in the last 50 years, this cake cutting ceremony commemorates the immense contribution of our founding fathers, particularly the late Chief Adiola Odutola, Chief Jerome Udoji, late Babatunde Jose, Alhaji Hassan Adamu, Wakilin Adamawa, and a host of others. I also sincerely wish to appreciate every member of the association and the entire staff of the association for the unalloyed support and commitment towards ensuring our noble association continues to deliver on its mandate. At this juncture, I would like to appeal to all our partners in government, international agencies, organized private sector, members and other invited guests to be part of the activities lined up to mark the 50th anniversary celebration. These include a lecture on industrialization in Africa, a 3-day exhibition of made in Nigeria products, an evening with the Director General of the World Trade Organization, WTO, Dr. Mrs. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. The 5th Annual Manufacturers Conference and Man at 50 Dinner Award Night. Additional details will be duly communicated to all our members and indeed to all our stakeholders through the various channels of our communication. As we toast to our 50th anniversary of excellence and look forward to another glorious 50 years, I say long live the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, long live the manufacturing sector, long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I thank you for making our time to be here. Thank you and God bless.
Very wonderful remark. Thank you, Mr. President. Also, to acknowledge the presence of the Chairman, Corporate Affairs and Strategic Planning Committee, who is also in the Abuja office, the President of His Royal Majesty, Igwe Oranu Prince Chidubem. And also, I have the honor of introducing a member of the National Council, Dr. Waslat, who is also in the Abuja Leeson office. As we move on, I also want to acknowledge our partners who are logged on. We have RMRBC logged on. We have Standards Organization of Nigeria. We have representative from the AFD, rather. We have from NAFDAC. We have from NEPC. We have from the Nigerian Customs Service. And we have from UNIDO. We deeply appreciate your presence and for honoring our invitation. Next up for his brief remark, which could also serve as a goodwill message to this great association. I have the honor of inviting the President of the Chairman, House of Rep Committee on Industry, in person of Honorable Dolapo Badru. This is a round of applause for Honorable Badru. Thank you, sir.
Omotayo.
Yes, sir.
This will be done by the Senate Committee Chairman on Industry.
Okay. All right, so let's have the Senate Committee Chairman, that's Senator Seydou Alkali. Please a round of applause for the Senate Committee Chairman on Industry. Thank you very much.
The Honorable Minister of Industries, our host, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, the Director General Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, the President Man. I heartily congratulate the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria on its 50th anniversary and cake cutting ceremony today. MAN is an organization like no other with a nationwide membership of manufacturers that serve diverse areas of manufacturing. MAN has made it very imperative progress by contributing its quota through not an optimal as it should be in our journey for economic development. There is no gainsaying the fact that manufacturing sector play a significant role in economic development of any nation. Industrialization acts as a catalyst that accelerates the pace for structural transformation. The diversification of economic development, which enable a country to fully utilize its potentials and to depend less on foreign supply of finished goods or raw materials for its economic growth. Development and sustainability. It is on this score that your anniversary theme, building a resilient and competitive manufacturing sector, is timely and apt. Today, our country, Nigeria, is bedeviled with a lot of economic problems, which have given rise to insecurity as well. Our dependence on crude oil, which is fast going out of fashion, have put us in a very precarious economic situation. Putting Nigeria back on the path of economic recovery and industrial growth will require serious urgency in rebuilding our already deteriorated infrastructure and producing more goods and services, which will be available to our citizens at affordable prices. This will no doubt imply a quantum leap in the output of goods and services from what we currently produce, and make bold to say that no other sector is more important than the manufacturing sector in developing our economy, providing quality employment, guaranteeing the payment of sustainable wages, which in turn help to reduce poverty. Therefore, given the importance of high productivity in boosting economic growth and the standard of living of the citizenry, has become necessary to evaluate the performance of manufacturing sector in our journey as a nation so far. There cannot be a better time to undertake this evaluation than on the important milestone of the celebration of your 50th anniversary. Your anniversary today, there is no much to do. I call on you to redouble your effort and never to relent in the task of making Nigeria an industrialized nation. On our part in the National Assembly, we shall not hesitate to always prioritize legislation and other interventions which are geared toward enhancing your productivity and making our country a fully industrialized nation, which we all desire. Let me again wish you a successful, rewarding 50th anniversary and hope that man continue to lead the way in providing solutions to problems encountered by manufacturers, and also putting pressure on government to adopt policies and regulatory practices that enhance manufacturing and industrialization in Nigeria. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, sir. So next up, I have the honor of inviting to give his remark is the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, our host minister. Please put your hands together for Alhaji Mohammed Musa Bello. A round of applause for him.
The Chairman of the Senate Committee on Industry, Senator Said Ahmed Al-Kali, my brother, the Honorable Minister of Trade and Industry, Otumbani Adebayo, Senator Inu Abdul Qadir, the representative of the Honorable Minister of Finance, member of council, representative member of council, our Igwe Huyusia, my elder brother, the President of MAN, Engineer Mansour Ahmed, members of council present physically and those of you attending virtually, the Director General of Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Federal Capital Territory Administration, I feel highly honored to be part of this very important occasion where we are celebrating the 50 years of MAN Manufacturers Association as an incorporated body. In Abuja, we feel highly honored to be welcoming you, those of you who are here physically, and of course, those of you who are attending this meeting virtually. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a fact that the manufacturing sector is the foundation on which national economies are built historically and everywhere. The industrial revolutions of the 18th, 19th, and early 20th centuries in Europe and America laid the groundwork for the economic successes of these countries today. It is the same thing that can be said of our country, Nigeria, where the manufacturing sector contributed immensely in the past to the rapid growth of the Nigerian economy in the years immediately following independence and several decades after. It is worthy to note that the Manufacturing Association of Nigeria played a major role in the post-independence years. For me particularly, I recall that I joined MAN in February of 1987. That was 34 years ago when MAN was just 16 years old. And over the years, I had the good fortune of serving at the branch as a branch official, and then as an official of the Northeast Zone. As a matter of fact, I served as chairman of the Northeast Zone of the Manufacturer Association, which eventually catapulted me to be a member of council for so many years. So during these years, I've had the opportunity to see how the manufacturing sector had helped our country to beef up employment, generate economic development, and above all, also provide security. So the revival of the Nigerian manufacturing today is very crucial for us to be able to revive the economy. And that's why we all need to work very hard to ensure that there is a rebirth of the manufacturing sector, because in reality, we cannot rely on outsiders to provide for us all what we need. A clear example is what happened in 2020 during the COVID-19 pandemic, when supply lines and chains were disrupted and where every country looked inwards to be able to protect itself. As a matter of fact, if not for the foresight of our great president, President Muhammadu Buhari, a few years ago, where he insisted and established policy measures to make sure that we eat what we grow and grow what we eat, I don't know whether the story would definitely have been something totally different. So there is no alternative to local production and manufacturing in order to ensure that the well-being of our citizenry is entrenched and enhanced. Here in the Federal Capital Territory, we have a very robust relationship with the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. And permit me to once again express our deepest appreciation for the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria and so many of its members for the support to the FCT administration through the provision of palliatives during the lockdown in 2020. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are determined to make the FCT an industrial and manufacturing hub in Nigeria, and we will continue to devote a lot of attention and resources to the development of the existing industrial zones and layouts as contained in the Abuja Master Plan. For instance, the ongoing construction of a number of roads in the satellite towns is also intended to ensure the rapid development of the Gwagwalada Heavy Duty Industrial Zone and the Kwali Light Industrial Zone, which are all undergoing some form of rehabilitation. Before I round up, I want to commend the resilience of the business owners within the Federal Capital Territory, particularly during the last challenging 1.5 years. I cannot also end this address without calling on manufacturers to take the advantage of the central location of the Federal Capital Territory, which is well connected by air, road, and rail, so that you can bring in your investments here. I want to also use this opportunity to thank the President of MAN for this beautiful liaison office in Abuja, which is well located in the Central Business District. We will continue to work very closely with MAN, and by the grace of God, in the next years to come, man will continue to grow from strength to strength. So I will thank you very much for your kind attention.
Thank you so very much, Honorable Minister, for that remark. We do appreciate. So the next special guest I'll be inviting to give a goodwill message or make a brief remark is the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning. Of course, she's represented at this event by the director from the ministry. So I'd like you to put your hands together for a representative as she takes the floor for a remark. A round of applause, please.
Honorable Mr. Federal Capital Territory, Honorable Mr. President,
You have the floor, ma'am.
So, okay, I'm Fatima Hayatu, the Director, Technical Services Department in the Federal Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning. I want to sincerely apologize on behalf of the Honorable Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Mrs. Dr. Zainab Shamsuna Ahmed. She sends in her regrets and she apologized sincerely for her inability to be here today because she has to be somewhere on another national assignment. So she's asked me to come here and just give a brief remark. I don't have a prepared one, but just to congratulate man at 50 and to wish man many more years. The ministry in the past has collaborated and encouraged man in carrying out, the industrialization and helping the private sector in the development of this country. We all agree that man played a very vital role, members, in pulling out the nation from recession. And to this, the ministry is grateful and thankful to man. And my department in particular has worked closely with man in the past to see that manufacturers, get all the support and the assistance to carry out their duties. We've done that through the TTC, which man is also a member. Federal Ministry of Trade Investment is also a member. We have Agric and other sectors on the board. And we are doing this in our own little ways to cushion all the effects, especially in this area of not only COVID, but even recession. We know that the nation is really going through trying times, but I want to say kudos and to really, acknowledge and congratulate man because its members have been very, very resilient. They've come out very patriotic and they've done well. So I just want us to give them a round of applause and to congratulate them at 50 and to wish them many more years and to say that the ministry will continue to partner and encourage them in carrying out their duties. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, ma'am. We do appreciate your kind words, and we're also delighted at the many applause you had to give us. We are indeed very grateful. So the next speech we'll be hearing from the Honorable Minister, Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment. Please put your hands together for Otumba Neli Ajibayo.
The distinguished chairman of the Senate Committee on Industry, the Honorable Minister of the FCT, the representative of the Minister of Finance, the President of Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, members of the Council of Manufacturers Association, the DG of MAN, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I bring greetings from the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, and I wholeheartedly congratulate this venerable association on its 50th anniversary of steadily delivering excellence. Nigeria's manufacturing sector has come a long way since the establishment of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. There are many aspects of manufacturing sector that deserve recognition, especially the scale of growth that it has achieved, increasing total output by over 40 billion United States dollars in the last 20 years, in addition to employing close to 7 million Nigerians, are among several landmark achievements. We have seen amazing examples, like in the cement sector, which has witnessed incredible growth as it fully caters to local demand and has attained the capacity to export into neighboring countries. The outlook for the manufacturing sector is extremely positive, with, for example, the development of private sector crude oil refineries and various other backward integration projects, which will ultimately yield significant benefit for the economy and help establish Nigeria as one of the top manufacturing hubs in Africa. I would also like to acknowledge MAN's efforts as the main voice of manufacturers in Nigeria. The platform provided to manufacturers in influencing policy formulation and implementation has been an example for other organized private sector associations. I am extremely proud of the role this association plays in ensuring that products manufactured by its members are of the highest quality. It is my wish and expectation that the next 50 years will bring greater success and prosperity to MAN and to Nigeria's manufacturing sector. It is my pleasure and honor to have been provided the opportunity to say these few words on this occasion. I thank you very much, and may God bless the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Honorable Minister, for those kind words. And so to the time we all have been waiting for, we have to go into the cake cutting ceremony proper. The beautiful thing about this cake cutting ceremony is the fact that MAN, which has 14 branches spread across the nation, 16 branches, I beg your pardon, spread across the nation, will be having this ceremonial cutting of the cake. Of course, we'll start with the Abuja Luzon office, then we move to the head office in Lagos, and we'll front each branch as we move on. So I'd like to invited guests and dignitaries to please step by the cake, the beautifully decorated cake in the Abuja Luzon office. Kindly be to the cake. Let's have the cake cutting. So we have the president of MAN at the center. Okay. It's indeed a lovely cake. All right, thank you. Okay, so we have the knife ready. So we'll be cutting the cake at the spell of M-A-N, MAN, and we'll all put MAN at 50. So are we ready? So M A N Congratulations, congratulations. Thank you so very much, our special guest. Thank you, MAN, and I'm so excited. So we're moving down to the head office for that same ceremony. The head office is ready. We have the knife already. So head office, are you ready? Let's have the national treasurer and the vice president of Lagos stand by the knife. Let's have directors join them as well. So are we ready? Let's give Okay, so we're moving straight to the head of branch. The head of branch, can we have you? Let's see your cake. Congratulations, MAN is 50. So let's have the head of branch. The head of branch, are you ready?
Yes, we're ready.
Okay, so let's have members of the Council of the Federal Branch and other executives round the table. So let's do this together.
The video is not on
Please unmute Abuja branch.
We are ready.
We are ready. Okay.
We are ready. 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 No, yeah, don't switch now. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're ready. Yes, please. Are you ready to go?
Yes, yeah, we're ready.
Congratulations, Bandit CP. So I move to Kogi Kwara branch now. Kogi Kwara branch.
Thank you.
So who else send us your pictures? Would really love to see them. Kogi Kwara branch.
And I will make it on.
Okay, we can see the lovely cake in focus. And can we see the faces of, okay, we can tilt your camera, let's see the faces of your chairman and other executive members. So let's do this together. Congratulations to Kogi Kwara branch. We move to Edo Delta.
Come on.
Edo Delta, are you ready? Okay, I like the action. So let's do this together. So let's do this together. So Give me an Can you hear me? The network means didn't allow them to participate well. So we have to take that. Okay, Ogun Branch, are you ready to speak your things? Let's come to you, Ogun Branch. Okay, Mr. Dewa. Yes, Mr. Dewa, yes, please. We want to cut the cake again. I was told that you want to cut the cake again. So let's have you cut the cake again.
The economy has not very friendly, but lack of work and then so I'm not, I will pray that that is better than that.
We told your cake cutting was missing in action, so I was instructed for you to cut the cake again. So let's have you so we can have the spring grab. So let's do the cake cutting. Congratulations, Golden Branch. Thank you very much. Congratulations. We love you. Well done. So we move to Kano Branch. Kano Branch, please. I see all of your license. Thank you so much for the celebrating man. I think you so give me So, congratulations. We take Kaduna Branch. After Kaduna Branch, we go to our other branch. So, let's have Kaduna Branch. Congratulations. Let's have Kaduna Branch. After Kaduna, we move to our other branch. Kaduna, can you unmute yourself? Oh, Kaduna, your cake is lovely. So give me Thank you so much. So let's go to our other branch now. So take it too long to be missing in action. Oh, yes, we see another branch. Can you put your hand on the mic? Give me Congratulations, Beautiful, Jake. Beautiful. I'm speaking and we're so proud. So, everybody give me up. Hey! Are you with me? Hey! Congratulations, thank you, Mochi will be back. And finally, we move to Cross River Akwa Ibom. Cross River Akwa Ibom branch. Yes, let's talk about Cross River Akwa Ibom branch. We can see one of our bosses from Lagos who has joined the Cross River group. We love you from Lagos. So Cross River, you are we move back to the Abuja Resort Office where we have the Director General give the vote of thanks. It's been a wonderful ceremony and we're so glad for you to have joined us on this very important event. I'd like to invite the Director General of MAN, Mr. Shema Alaika, to come and I for his vote of thanks. Over to you, sir.
As well as members of the association, I would like to express profound appreciation to our distinguished guests, esteemed members, strategic partners, ladies and gentlemen, for making this a memorable one. Could not have been this successful without your invaluable support. This is a clear demonstration of the fact that, friends, we can always count on your commitment for the industrial development of our dear nation. The association is particularly delighted that this event was graced with the presence of the Honorable Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Otumba Niyi Adebayo, the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Laji Mohammed Musa Bello, the Honorable Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, ably represented by our dear friend, the Director of Technical Services, who have supported us dearly on the TTC she earlier on mentioned. We want to also salute the Chairman, Senate Committee on Industry, and I thank you so sincerely for the promise that we are going to have legislations that are supportive of industry. Thank you very much, sir. We also want to acknowledge the fact that all National Council members that have joined us today have contributed immensely to our operations. I'd like to recognize Igwe Oranu Chidume, who is here all the way from the East, Senator A.A. Abdul Kadri, we want to welcome you, and our dear darling lady who was chairman of Abuja branch before, Dr. Wasilat Titilola Shitu, we want to acknowledge your presence. You have all shared this joyous occasion with us, and we are very grateful. There is no doubt that we enjoy a robust and cordial relationship with your ministries and agencies in the task of national development. Our advocacy initiatives on behalf of the manufacturing sector have majorly been through your esteemed offices. We look forward to more cordial working relationship and support towards repositioning the sector. It is clear to all that the sector is still struggling and needs your support and special focus and increased activities. I also wish to express our appreciation to the entire guests, other stakeholders and friends of the association here present or ably represented, as well as those who joined virtually to celebrate this golden jubilee anniversary with us. I thank you all most sincerely. We recognize online the presence of the helmsman at NEPC, who we are cooperating with, the executive secretary there. We want to thank you very much for joining us online. And for our development partners, UNIDO, UNDP, ADF, and all of you, we thank you so much for joining us. We are grateful for making it possible for us to deliver on our mandate and be recognized as a leading group amongst the organized private sector of Nigeria. The events taking place at once all over the country did not just happen. The preparation started a few months ago. I have been fortunate to work side by side with a team of very dedicated colleagues across the country. We work assiduously to make this event a colorful and memorable one. I say a big thank you to everyone for doing the right thing at the right time as we march into the man of the future. Our friends from the media, we thank you for your coverage and for your goodwill. We remain grateful for your objective and unbiased reportage over the years. I would like to use this opportunity to remind all of you of our expectations for a greater support for the visibility of the association during our forthcoming 50th anniversary celebration and the 49th AGM. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we say thank you. To our Muslim brothers and sisters, we say Ramadan Mubarak. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Long live the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. I thank you all and God bless you. Thank you very much. Before we leave, we have some gifts for our dear friends from government, and there is no other person to do it than the President. Manufacturers Association of Nigeria will continue to remain so indebted to these gentlemen who are seated to my left hand. Every economy in the world is bleeding, and they have contributed in one way or the other to be able to drive us out of this process. We have received assurances from the National Assembly that they will join the executive arm of government to ensure that those binding constraints that have limited our growth over the years will be removed. So this is just a token of our appreciation, and may you please hand it over to the President so that he will give our ministers and the chairman of the Senate Committee on Industry.
Now let me hand this over. Honorable Minister of Industry. He has all along planned one time sought his audience without receiving. We thank you. Yes. Honorable Minister of Finance, through his representative, it is a pleasure now to hand over this. First of all, recognize your own contribution. Through you.
I thank you very much, Mr. President, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Shall we have the second stanza of the national anthem to close this event? Or do we chant it? Okay, shall we chant? Okay.
Okay, let's do the second stanza of national anthem. I think that's good. So let's do the second stanza. Creation, my breath and noble cause, thy love lead us wide, never use the truth to know, in the honesty to grow and living just and true. With love in one's actions, to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. Thank you so very much. A round of applause. Everyone, please go there. We have light refreshments for everyone. Aside from the drink. And please have a piece of a cake. And let's have light refreshments. I don't know if any other person is interested to snap with this cake before we cut it. Let's have a formal photograph with the cake. And for journalists who are not from via Zoom, kindly stay on pause. The president of MAN, as soon as it's done with the VIPs, will come up on Zoom to address you. And what questions you'd like to ask, our advise journalists to please stay logged on. Once the president is done with the VIP guests, he will log on and field responses to your questions. Thank you. Thank you. To go around. Can you have your seat?
Okay, so that's
I'm not taking the cake away.
Okay, two of us, please.
Mama Dyke. Mama Dyke. Patago. Another photo. I think more from
It's not connected to the I think the only thing is to have a backup that is not like this. That whenever there's a program, you see, you have the backup ready. Once this is up, if there's a problem, you just come back to that. So it can even be on the table.
Yes, this is. We cannot show those people. Right? Let me just check and what's the one? That's the one. What is the time? Let these people let us see now. They don't connect, so they don't finish it.
There's no gainsaying the fact that manufacturing sector play a significant role in economic development of any nation. Industrialization acts as a catalyst that accelerates the pace for structural transformation. The diversification of economic development, which enable a country to fully utilize its potential and to depend less on foreign supply of finished goods or raw materials for its economic growth. Development and sustainability. It is on this score that your anniversary theme, building a resilient and competitive manufacturing sector, is timely and apt. Today, our country, Nigeria, is bedeviled with a lot of economic problems, which have given rise to insecurity as well.